Job chapter 14. Job has suffered terribly, although we're told by God he was a righteous man, and his friends misunderstand that and assume that therefore, Job, you're a terrible sinner. You have sinned terribly, Job. And he said, no, that's not why I'm suffering. But the problem is that when we are misjudged and when we are continually the butt of false accusation, you can fail to see that although that is all false, on the other hand, I am a sinner. And I think that Job did go too far down this track of basically I'm a good guy. What's God's problem with me? He says, verse 4, look, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. So he's saying, look, I'm only human. I'm only human, so, well, sure, I sin a bit because I'm only human. Well, that's not quite the attitude. And he says in chapter 13, how many are my iniquities and sins? Make me to know my disobedience and my sin. Well, wait a minute, Job. Yeah, you didn't sin in the sense that your friends accuse you of, but how can you say to God, look, God, tell me any sins I did? No, we are all sinners. So, face the seriousness of your sin, despite the fact you are misjudged, falsely accused, put down by other people. Okay, that's how it is. But still face the seriousness of your actual sins. And until you do that, the good news of Christianity will be pretty sterile and empty. It's only when you are on your knees really confessing to God, I should not have done that, please forgive me, and rise from your knees knowing his acceptance, knowing his forgiveness, only then will you have a real fire of praise, of real praise, a flame of praise, of a fire of devotion to the Lord Jesus and to the God who has arranged this great salvation. If you don't come to your knees in recognition of sin, the cross of Jesus will not be the absolutely shattering, mind-blowing, world-breaking event that it was and continues to be. But once you do accept your sin and stop allowing all the false accusation, all the false guilt that's put on you to make you think, well, okay, God, tell me my sin. Well, I'm only human. I get so worked up about that. No, that doesn't help you. Right? You've got to recognise that you really have sinned, even if you've been falsely accused. And then you will find this fire and flame for God.